G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So this is day 2 of sharing our projects created with the inked Botanical DSP, which is, just bear with me, I'm just sort of playing to get this video fixed up, which is one of the DSPs that are on sale for June. So excuse me. So during June, Robbie from Creations in Paper and myself are sharing projects created with some of the DSP, and this week it's all about the inked Botanicals 6x6. It's just gorgeous, this paper. I can even see Christmas cards being created with it. So today we're going to be playing with, let me see, I think it's that one and this one, I think. So these two are back to back, these two are back to back, but I'm using two different pieces, okay? And we're going to be using the crushed curry, berry vanilla, and I think maybe a little bit of this, I'm not too sure. So we'll see how we go when we put it together, because I'm not too sure how it's going to turn out. So we'll bring in our kit. I've already done a couple of bits and pieces. So these shapes were die cut using the Stylish Shapes dies. So it's the smallest stitched banner shape, and this is from the DSP. That's one side, and then that's the other side. It's the plaid side, I suppose you'd call it. So we'll put those aside. This piece of berry vanilla was die cut with the same dies, the Stylish Shapes, and then I've punched a crushed curry circle with the 2 3/8 circle punch, okay? So they fit on top of each other like that. So we'll put those aside. Then we've got a crushed curry base card, 2 pieces of berry vanilla, a piece of the DSP, and another piece of the DSP. So we don't need this piece for the moment. We're just going to put that aside because that's for the inside. And what we're going to play with is this piece. Okay, so this is sort of going to go down the middle or just off to the side, just like that. But what we're going to do first up is grab our trimmer. And we're just going to cut a bit off it, one end. And what we're going to do is turn this into, I might go that end actually, or this side, turn this into a banner. Now you could use, I do know there are dies that will do this from the new catalogue. I can't think of the name of them at the moment. And I think we have a punch, but I don't have the punch and I don't have the dies as yet. So this is how I do my banners. I just cut to the middle, up so far, and then I cut from the sides straight to that point at the middle. And I'll just fix that up. and that's my banner. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to stick this to there like that. And I don't, how can I say this? I don't stick my banners all the way down flat. I like to let them hang loose, but it's up to you. So we're just going to put that to the side like that. You can put it in the middle if you want to. You can have another piece out here or layer it onto another colour if you wanted to, but we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is then stick this to the piece of Very Vanilla, and then we'll stick that layer to our crushed curry base card. Okie dokie. Very easy, very simple. Just like that. Now, below, there is a link below to my blog where there's a tutorial that you can download, as well as a link to Robbie's blog that you can go over and see what she's created, and she'll have a link to her video as well, and a PDF tutorial. Now the tutorials include a list of supplies, step-by-step instructions, as well as a link to this video, and the measurements. The measurements include A4 imperial and metric, as well as letter size. Okay, so that's done. Then we're going to bring in our circle, and I'm thinking we might just stamp our flower like that, but we're going to use our markers. So what we're going to do is, I always put these onto the side. We're using the brush tip, and I always put the marker, the nib of the marker, on the side a little bit so you don't ruin it. And we're just going to go down. We don't need the whole image, just like that. And I think we'll use Calypso Coral. So that one was Lost Lagoon. And then we're going to use the Calypso Coral again on the side, and all we're going to do is colour it. Now this image, I'll show you the stamp set when we're finished. This image is actually from the inked and tiled stamp set, which matches the inked Botanical DSP. You could use a different one if you wanted to, but I thought we'd just have matchy-matchy. And then all I'm going to do is hop on this, just to re-moisten it just that little bit. And we're just going to put that down like that. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then bring it up, just like that. And then we're going to stick this to our crushed curry punched circle. So we've got a nice border around it. You can have your border wider if you wanted to. All you have to do is go down a size in your stitched circle, and then we're going to grab our dimensionals and we're going to pop this up. One, I'm just going to put 4 on here. And we might just put that, about there. If you wanted to, you could also bring this flower in and stamp it there. We might do that actually, eh? Let's do that, see how we go. So this is the stamp set, inked and tiled. Gorgeous set. So we might grab this flower, see if we can do it while it's being put up on dimensional. So just bear with me, guys. We grab our ink and we grab a block. I'm thinking, and I'll need a scrap piece of paper, eh? Because I don't want it to go onto our DSP. Oh, look at that, I can slide that under. So I'm just going to play with, or ink it up I should say, with Petal Pink. And let's just stamp that there. I'm just holding a little bit so that, yep, that takes away that blank area, and it also ties the two together. That's much better. You always think of these things after the fact. So that's that done. Then what we're going to do is stamp our sentiment, and I thought we might use Just a Note. And I've done 2, die cut 2 of the shapes, so just in case, I'm very good at making a mistake. And we might do that in, let's do it in Calypso Coral, eh? See how we go, see how good I am. So I'm just going to stamp this onto scrap paper first, so I might be out of eyesight. I hope this is okay. So just bear with me. I hope my big buff head isn't in the way. Oh, that's pretty good. Couldn't have done it any better if I'd planned it. So that's done. Then what I thought we might do, to use a little bit of the paper, we might just chop it in half. And stick a little bit to either end, eh? So, put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue there, and we just, oops, hold that down, just to take that oops, little bit of wow, to give a little bit of a wow and a different look to it. Just like that. I don't mind that actually, a little bit different. I'll save that for Ron for another day. And then we'll grab our dimensionals and we'll pop this up. Bring in our card, and we might put that about there, eh? Just like that. Making sure that that's nice and straight. Yep. And we'll grab our piece of Fairy Vanilla, and we'll grab the big flower again, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add a little bit of Lost Lagoon to the stem, and what do I use? Calypso Coral is our flower. One. I love my markers. You can do so much with them. Just huff on it. Pretty. And I'll just grab the nib end, and I'm just going to take that down to the end. Just like that. You wouldn't even know that I'd missed that little bit. And we'll stick this to the inside of our card. And that way it's all finished. Then you don't have to come back. Now this card is a tent style, but you don't have to have a tent style if you don't want to. Just like that. And what we'll do is we'll finish it off with the Petal adhesive backed sequence, and I think we'll use the gold. Now we use these in our card on Sunday, so we'll just reuse them again, and we'll just pop some of these around our card. Don't press down on it on your bling yet. Let just do it. What am I trying to say? If you don't press down, you can move your bling around. Okay, so we might just put, I'll blow it, I'll put it there. Let's just put it there. I'll move this one down a bit, there. Then press down. Okay, I always press down once I'm happy with it. Well, sort of happy. Put that away so we don't lose it. And that is our number 2 card for the week. So I hope you've enjoyed these, and don't forget to click on the link below. There's 2 links below. One is to the DSP Sale, and the second link will be the link to my blog. Okie dokie. So enjoy your day, and I'll see you Thursday. See ya. Hooray.